Welcome to Kamwood Girls. I'm Takatani aka Titi.
And this is Trainer Taka. Today we'll be talking about jealousy. The signs and symptoms of jealousy and how to cope with jealous people.
Oh yes.
So what do you think, Taka?
Oh, jealousy is the manifestation of our fears, even though they are unfounded. A mysterious emotion that can cause havoc in our lives. Jealousy equals envy. I mean, what is your own opinion?
Basically, we all have been through experiences where some people really close to us suddenly cool off and keep a distance after hearing a positive news in our lives.
Yes. It's also like possession, how somebody can put you down even if you've not done anything wrong, you know, just to make people, just to disgrace you or to make you uncomfortable in society.
They don't want to hear any positive thing about you because why? They are angry about what you have. What they think it is. Why did you get this thing? I'm supposed to be the one having it. I'm supposed to be the one having that car, not you having that car. Honey, everybody is not the same. You don't know what this person went through just to get the car that you want to get. Instead of you looking at her, trying to be jealous, you just have to put yourself together. Work so hard. Think about you. What do I need? How do I need to get to this person? Because sometimes we do have inner jealousy in us, but you don't prove it outside. Also, some people just sit back and say things about you and they don't even know you. They don't even have a clue. They don't even know what you are going through.
Jealousy is something some people don't know, but jealousy breaks marriages. Jealousy breaks relationships and also deformation of character. When I say jealousy breaks relationships, I mean with your friends, with your spouse or boyfriends. And that is not a good attribute at all, because the deformation of character out there is very important. Once you deform somebody's character, you bring that person down your drain. Seriously, if you are an honorable person, you will not want to deform another person's character by telling lies or stories about the person. Even if what you're spreading out there is the truth, it's not your truth to be spread. Let that person, if you are dignified enough, God-fearing and mannerable, or has morals in you, then you will go to that person, because there's a way on how to approach somebody to correct somebody's mistakes, you know. So you need to learn how to be moral, learn how to come close to somebody in a mannerful way and express your concerns to that person. Because when you deform somebody's character, the consequences are very hard. You will see somebody, two friends being together, and then you just want to split them up just for jealousy. Maybe because you don't have your own friend that you've been working with, and you're like, oh my god, Trina and Tani, they don't ever be friended. You say this person, yeah, you jealous, and you go up there and you say, oh, this friend said this or this friend said this. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, jealousy breaks people. No.
Don't take information out there about somebody that you can't prove it. If you want to say something about somebody, make sure you have your points to prove it. Right. Don't go out there and say, oh, Trina says this to this, Taka says this to that. Can you prove it? Do you have any record to show? No. They are just false information. You listening to those informations, the first question you ask is, prove it. You just said this, prove it. Can you prove it? If you can't prove it, then you're lying.
All that is, life is not suitable with jealous people around. I bet you, even if my husband is cheating on me or whatever happens, don't come and tell me. I don't want to hear about it. I not send you. I send you. When I'm married, you there? You were not. It is not your secret or your what to come and tell me. I did not send you. If I paid you money to private investigate, then you can bring back feedback. If I did not, if you do not show me camera to prove that, you can show me camera that they are hugging, but if you don't show me camera that says something actually happened, tell me about it. It's your life that is in danger.
So Taka, what are the causes of jealousy?
Oh my god, there are so many causes. Like insecurity. Some people are just so insecure of themselves that they think that they have to put you down to make themselves feel secured. Some people are insecure in their relationships, that they always look for trouble in another person. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, you know. And also paranoia. Oh my god, shifting blame from one person to the next.
Oh, for instance, start thinking that a girl start thinking that her husband is going out with a friend. Oh, her husband is talking to this lady, and she start having attitude with the lady. You don't even know if her husband is talking to the lady or not. And one thing, if you feel like your husband is communicating with this girl that you know, you don't have to talk to the girl. You don't know anything to the girl at all. Ask your husband, before you ask your husband, get your information, because that can cause you to divorce.
Right.
That alone can cause your marriage off the hook.
There's also another cause of jealousy is ill feeling, bad heart, bad belly. You know, that's also one of them. And low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is something that we talk about on this show all the time, mostly to ladies, although it affects men too. Low self-esteem is the most important. It's like the striking point of jealousy.
People don't feel themselves. They don't appreciate what they have.
They don't.
God created you for something. Just take what you have. Don't go for artificial anything. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
God, what I would say is, God already made you. You need to spice your body up.
Yes.
Instead of you sitting down and looking at that girl, oh, she got curves. If you say that excuse, go take it, go inside. Other things so that HIV go die. You're going to work and share them. What about yourself? Sit down and take care of yourself.
When I talk about low self-esteem, I don't mean your body or how you look. No. I mean who you are, what you are. If you think that what you have is not good enough, that's when you become jealous about somebody else. When you think that what God has implanted in you as character and favor is not good enough, then you become jealous of somebody else. But everybody is not the same. Like Trina rightly said, all fingers are not the same. So why don't you go ahead and appreciate what you have in order to stop, get past that jealousy for some other person.
Trina, before she gets the license, she was working day in and night. 7 years in school, sleepless nights, just to get the license. Looking at her, you should take that time and put yourself together. I want to be what she is, and only I can be what she is.
Right.
Only you can be what you want to be. Nobody can get a license for you, and you cannot get a license without an education. You need that education to get a license. So talking about people is not going to give you the license.
No.
Sitting back and calling people names, damaging their images and all that is not going to get you a license. Go to school and get the license.
Yes.
Take that time and do something good for you.
Lift your self-esteem up one way or the other. Morality brings out the best in people. Everybody have their own God-given talents in them. And if you just sit down and think and stop looking at others in a negative way, you might actually copy a talent from somebody and be good at it. You know, when you come up and you say somebody was my mentor or I look up to somebody, you get up sometime when you're growing up, some people don't even know who they would become in future. But they imitate some other people positively, not negatively. Because once you start trashing people, then how could you emulate them? And maybe you had a gift. So you look at some other person who is doing well as a lawyer, who is doing well at some other profession, you emulate from them. Then they become your mentor.
You know what?
Use your God-given talent.
Another sign is breaking off contact. Sometimes you tell somebody something, a good news that happens to you. You know what this person is going to say? Oh, after hearing the good news, he or she is not going to say, oh, congratulations. He or she is just going to say, you know what? I'm busy right now. I'll call you in a minute. Believe me, after 2 weeks, that person will never call you. Don't bother yourself. That's a big sign of jealousy.
Yeah.
Don't bother yourself.
Also,
this person.
there's another sign, there's another sign of jealousy that people draw conclusion. Once you hear anybody draw conclusion about somebody around you, you know they're jealous. Especially in a negative way. Negative attracts negative. First of all, when we talk about the signs of jealousy, we talk about negativity.
Oh yeah, negativity.
Once anybody is negative around you, know that that person is jealous. I'm not saying that, like somebody will say, I want to give a clear example. I will sit here with Trina and she will tell me this person do so. Or me, I will tell you, say this person do so. And she don't for they just hate to Trina at all. Me too, I add Maggie and sugar for they know.
Oh yeah.
So we are both negative. Anybody that carries that rumor around too is negative, is jealous.
And they are also mean people. Somebody who is jealous is also mean. You know how? They will sit right in front of everybody, right in front of a bunch of people, and just put your stuff right there in the trash because why they want to damage you. They want to destroy you. They think that If I put this thing in front of everybody, they're gonna look at her like she's a fool. Like, oh, this girl the work out, the work out. We might when you do that thing so, when you do that church work so. Go see boy in the slipper. Is it your fault? Is it your concern? It has nothing to do with that's her business. If she got HIV, that's her business. That's on her. That's on her family. It has nothing to do with you.
The thing about jealousy that people don't really notice is it breaks marriages. It breaks relationships, whether with your friends, with your spouse, or with your boyfriends. It's also deformation of character.
Yes,
Anybody who is jealous about somebody or talks evil or negative about a person deforms that other person's character, and it's not a good attitude at all. How to cope with negative and difficult people, I mean jealous-minded people. I think the first thing is, I'll always go spiritually, forgive. Forgive and stay away from them.
Trina, forgive. Forgiving somebody, like I would say, forgiving somebody is like freeing yourself from prison.
That's true.
Also, ignore them. That's what I would say. If somebody is saying stuff about you, being jealous of you, you've noticed the signs and symptoms, avoid that person. Just ignore them, because you will not take your composure, your time, I mean, your level. You will not ruin your life just because of somebody who's jealous of you. And you will not fight back because this person, or you heard this person said this about you, you want to ask that person. Because you cannot fight fire with fire. Just ignore them. Just let them be.
Right.
Do whatever you're doing for you. Just keep doing you. And they'll back off.
Yeah. Don't respond. Wait it out. When you just sit back and relax and let them yappa, they will get tired. But if you respond, it's like you want to feel like you're right. Does it really matter to be right? No. Stop talking about it. Don't explain yourself to anybody. Make sure you know you don't owe anybody an explanation.
You don't.
Some people say, oh, try to be in their shoes to understand what they're going through. No!
Don't you think it is better for you to go ask this person why she's saying these stuff about you? You don't need to, because you didn't send her to go get information about you.
Yes. You did not send them. Choose to eliminate negative people away from you, from your life. If you see that, I have a policy that I do every 1st of January. What I do is, I get to my phone list or my address book. Anybody who did not participate in my growth for that year, honey, you're out of my list.
That's true.
You're out of my phone. You're out of
you are
address book.
inactive.
You are inactive. You're gone. I stay positive to people who are positive, who help me grow, and I help them grow.
That's
you
true.
know, some people say, oh my God, look for the lesson in what they're trying to say. If you have something to tell me, say it in a polite way. Come to me privately. Talk to me. But if you have to go exposing it, I don't care if you're right or wrong, you're out.
That's true. If you want to say something to me, come straight to me and say it.
Why?
Don't tell anybody, because they don't have me. I have myself. Also, don't return bad behavior for bad behavior. Return it with good.
Right.
Somebody's jealous of you. Don't be jealous of that person. Don't say negative stuff about that person. If that person is sick, your co-worker that ruins your job is sick, go to the store, go get flowers.
Yeah.
Buy flowers, buy a gateway SIM card. Visit that person in the hospital. Don't say nothing. Cook food and take it to the hospital. That's the only way to treat that person. That's all you can do for that person.
That's self-confidence.
It is difficult, but you have to do it.
It carries a lot of power, a lot of God-fearing in you to do that, but that is the best way possible. What you just said is the best way. Also, there are ways to, if you think that when people are talking about you and it's overcrowding you, get some exercise done. Go for a run, you know, and get it over. Don't talk back. Move away. Don't even respond.
Don't answer your calls.
Yeah. Don't answer your calls.
Don't answer your calls, because they have agents. That person has agents monitoring you, because they're sending people to call you and hear what you will say.
Three-way calls.
Three-way calls. Conference calls. That's the best one that is happening right now. Don't talk to anybody on the phone. Don't you talk to anybody on the phone. Don't give information on the phone.
Don't answer
you're not
questions.
seeing that person physically. If you are seeing that person physically, you can say whatever you want to say. But if you have a problem with somebody and you want to talk to that person, don't talk on the phone. Hi, how are you? I'm fine. I'm busy right now. I'll call you back.
Because you have to consider the worst case scenarios. Anybody who can be jealous of you enough to talk about you, enough to put you down,
can kill you.
Just having that jealousy in them can kill you. So always think about the worst case scenario. The phone thing is a disaster.
I would say it again, phone thing, don't do it if you have a problem with somebody. Especially when somebody called you and start asking you, how could you manage? I hear say this if you get a new job, well, I'm busy, I'll call you right back. That's it. That's it, because they're hitting your stomach. And you know what? That person is right there listening.
Most importantly,
that person is right there listening, waiting for what you say, so that he or she just gonna like, explode. You know what? I heard this. I was on the phone, you were saying this, you were saying that. And you know what girls do? When a guy is trying to lie, trying to put two girls on the same thing, trying to lie, they will put you on the phone. That guy is right there listening. You know what? Trying to destroy your relationship with the guy. Why? She's right here trying to say things about the guy. Anybody say be so what? I'm busy, I'll call you right back. Don't say nothing. That's your answer.
We thank you guys for viewing us on Kamwood Girls. If you want to continue viewing us, you go to Facebook, Trina Tako Takatani, Cameroon, Kamwood, and Tako Abraham. Those are the faces you will see. And go to YouTube on Kamwood Movies, Kamwood Production, and you'll see Kamwood Girls online. This was Takatani aka TT.
And this was Trina Tako. We love you and will always be there for you.
Hey Sean, I'm still in the hotel room. I know, I had so much fun last night, I'm waiting for you. Somebody's knocking at the door. I'm coming! Who the hell is that? How's that Snapchat? Where is my boyfriend? Hey, excuse me, you lunatic. So you come around here looking for your boyfriend? This is a private place, a hotel room, okay? Why is Sean? I'm looking for my boyfriend. Where is he? Mami waka waka, you're looking for your boyfriend. Unless I said this one, I'm not leaving today nor tomorrow. He's my boyfriend anytime, any day. What's your business? Lisa, let me tell you. This is a hotel room.